Hello, everybody. It's me again. It's been about a month since I've done a vlog. It's been going through a lot in the last few weeks. My wife had a mild heart attack, and all is well now. So this is good. We come through it with flying colors. But I wanted to let you know some a real revelation that I feel like the Lord gave me, which has been a huge change in my life. It's about something that science calls murmuration, and it's what certain types of birds do in huge flocks like starlings, where they follow each other and they go around, they move, they all seem to know what to do together all at the same time. And a lot of people would say, oh, they're just reacting to each other. But actually, scientists have actually, starting way back in the 70s, started to test the reaction time that one starling had to another starling, and they realized it wasn't fast enough for one to react to the other to cause the whole one to follow the one that was a quarter of a mile away. So they said that was impossible. Then they did biopsies on the birds and could not find any type of sensory or organ that would give them the ability to do that. And the National Association of Science actually said they do not understand it either. So there's no scientific explanation for it. It's a mystery to the world today. And that's really interesting to me because it kind of reveals to us that there's something more to our life than just a physical being of our bodies. There's something more. The soul, or the connection that the soul has to the unphysical realm. And so I love that. And it's really interesting. So I want to put that together with an old saying that happens in the world today. It's called go with the flow. Go with the flow. And you think that is murmuration. You think that that's what that's talking about, but it's not really. Go with the flow just means follow other people that are around you. And the problem is with go with the flow is it doesn't always work well. The interesting thing about murmuration is that birds never bump into one another. They never bump into one another. That's very interesting. It keeps them from injury, keeps them from damaging their wings, so on and so forth. And you'll see that when you call it go with the flow, you can actually just kind of like follow people, but one person will turn and say something or do something, and you bump into it, and you don't like it, and some fourth hand happens, and divisions rises, and we can't get along together. And of course, we see that all over the world today. It's really, really an amazing thing. It's sad, but anyway. But going with the flow means you're always doing what you were told to do, or follow the beliefs that maybe your parents had or that you were raised up in, and you never change. You're never really open to anything else. You're just going with the flow. And it's like religion is can be like that. We can just do what we're told to do. We just follow the rules. We follow the rights. We follow, the things that we're told we're supposed to do it. But in all doing all of that, we never have a connection to God, to the Holy Spirit. We're just following, we're just going with the flow. And there's no murmuration with God. There's no murmuration with the Holy Spirit. And oftentimes these things happen. I grew up in a very in a very denominational household and church, and I knew that about God, but I just went with the flow. I didn't know him personally, and it really made a huge difference in my life as I began to follow and murmuration and connection with God. I began to follow what he was telling me to do, and sometimes other people didn't like it, and I just had to do what I had to do in order to do that. Sometimes you have to break away from the things that people expect from you to do. And so my encouragement to you today is to recognize the fact that being a believer in God, or having real joy, or having real purpose in your life, is more than just going with the flow. It's being connected with God. It's being in murmuration with him, with his Holy Spirit. That's what Jesus said he would do. He'd send the Holy Spirit to lead us, guide us and direct us. So I hope this helps you today, and I'll be back next week. See you later. Bye.